secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it all. Whispers echo in the darkened halls. Faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it all. Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Hi, and welcome to Daphne's Case Files, where we'll be going over the Jack and Lilly case tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I know we just left from the Summer Wells case. I am going to be going in more depth with that case as well, like I have Jack and Lily's, and I am not going to stop. I am not going to stop until we have justice for all these missing children. I have had it. I have had it, and we are going to find answers. I will not stop. I promise. Ever. So today we're going to dig right in it. I have Miss Shenanigans with me today, and she is going to join me as well. So I want to welcome in Miss Shenanigans, and I'm going to welcome in everyone else. It is November 23rd at 5:50 p.m. New York State time. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Shenanigans. Good to see you as well.
Hello.
Hello. And welcome in everybody, YouTubers here. Hello, ZYGT. Hello, Jane, Carla, Lily, Sassy Cat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Brandy, hi. Jennifer, Robin, Joyous. Thank you so much for being here. Sherry, Lily, Sherry Lynn. Hello. Carol, hello. Angela, Cindy. Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. Violet, hello. Hello, Robin. Hello. Ooh, I'm running out of breath. Artie, man, hello. Bonnie, hi. Everybody else, hello. Love you guys, mods. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are all great. Hello, Carla. Thank you so much. We are going to dig right in tonight. So how are you doing? Shan, doing good?
Yes, I'm good. I'm freezing. I should have warmed up my sunroom a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
You might be able to see my breath.
Oh my God, is it that cold?
It feels like it, but I've got my heated blanket.
Oh, there you go. I'm about to go grab mine. I had a hot flash in my last video. I was like, I got really hot. So I'm like, I put the blanket up. It's been bad. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Today, we are going to be bringing awareness to Jack and Lilly. I'm going to present their photo right now on screen for everybody. If you are not updated with this case, this is Jack and Lilly Sullivan. They have been missing since May 2nd, 2025 from their home on 1407 Gairloch Road, Landsdowne Station, PICTOU County, Nova Scotia, right? This is Canada. Whew, we just went from Tennessee to Canada, guys. So Jack and Lilly, poof, same thing as Summer, right? Nowhere to be found. Now we've heard all of these family members, all these players, one saying they've been trafficked to the United States. Then I'm not even going to go on with what this one family member said, but the RCMP believe that the remains are out in the woods. They have spent a lot of money for human remains dogs to search for these two children, as well as days of searching prior to that. So Jack and Lilly still missing. Now, the grandmother, Belinda Gray, she has been a voice for these two children. The stepdad, he's been a voice, but there's a lot of inconsistencies, Daniel. A lot of inconsistencies. Would you like to say anything?
After listening to your previous live, actually, it is really uncanny how many similarities there are just with the language, area, because Nova Scotia is technically part of the Appalachians.
Yeah.
So it is a very similar rural area. Yeah, the similarities were uncanny. I think you were saying the CPS involvement, abuse, previous allegations of abuse. Now, they weren't on record here for Jack and Lilly, but I think we know that there's been discussion from family members that that sort of thing was happening.
Absolutely.
But yes, it's just, it's beginning to seem like it's a common theme amongst children that are going missing. And I try to keep an open mind with the theories that we've been going through, starting with the walk away theory. Although it's not on the top of my list, the fact that there are cases out there that happen where children walk away. I was looking at one today out of Nova Scotia. There was a child with autism that apparently climbed out of their window and went over a cliff here in Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow.
And that was in July of this year. And it didn't really get a whole lot of attention. I'll send you the link, but I was trying to find cases that involved children walking off. And that was one that came up. And there was another one out of the States where an 8-year-old boy had wandered off and was found in a pond not long after. But there was a delay in reporting his absence, that from the house, 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
And they said there was no criminal element involved. But it does seem to be a very high rate of children with autism or undiagnosed autism that are wandering out of their homes and either not being found or being found and not in a good way. However, that being said, there are cases where the children have been found. And for example, both of those children were found that wandered off. You know, the one here in Nova Scotia, I will, when Daphne starts talking, I will get the case for you and you can look it up.
Absolutely.
But yes, both of those children were found within hours of them disappearing. Even in the case where there was a delay of 4 hours before the mother realized that the child wasn't upstairs with their other siblings. So that is what seems strange to me. And also I believe it was in Cape Breton around the same time that Jack and Lilly had gone missing. There was another little girl who went missing into the woods, went running off into the woods with, she also had autism and they found her. The other case, which they had a gag order on out of Montreal, where the mother had a mental breakdown of some sort and put her daughter in a ditch like miles away. And it was 2 different police departments. I think it was the Ontario Provincial Police and the Quebec Police. And they found her as well. So this is more similar to the Summer Wells scenario, as well as, Sebastian Rogers, where they just walk out of the house and are never to be seen again. But this is with 2 children. And the only other similar story I can think of is the twin boys that went missing. Oren and Orson
I
West,
think I've heard of them.
I think it was. And they never found those children. But the parents were convicted. I think it took 18 months before they were charged without finding the children's bodies. But they had to do a lot of research. And yes, the West Boys. Thank you, Lily.
There you go.
So this case has a lot of, they weren't twins. That's right. They were just very close in age. But this case resembles that quite a lot, in which they were last seen on camera at a different house, and then they moved and never brought those children with them, though. But the parents were on media doing interviews. A lot of the same language was used. And in fact, I think it was their own children that helped assist in the police arresting them by giving evidence.
It's crazy how similar they are. And then if the children just go missing and there was no foul play, they're usually found right away.
Yes.
Unless, of course, they've been kidnapped or something, but there's usually signs of a kidnapping, right?
There is usually, but
blanket.
If there's not always a sign either. If you look at the fact that it's a very rural area, I was looking through the RCMP database of missing children today. I was copying all the missing children's posters to make a video. There are hundreds, and they've never been seen. And a lot of them, some of them were parental abductions, but a lot of them weren't. Most of them weren't. And you just have to ask yourself, where are these children? And how come they haven't been found? And some of them would have been abducted. So.
Yeah. The police know. They can usually tell, right? Usually, if it's been an abduction or if there's been foul play or there wasn't foul play. The kids just walked off because the parents are oblivious, right? They can usually tell that, in my opinion, just from experience in cases. And I'm sure they follow the same thing I spoke about with all the same things going on, right? The same.
I think, we were talking about this in your last video, that there seems to be a correlation between missing children and the previous history of CPS, previous allegations of abuse, drug use. And when you start adding in all the factors and the history of the family, the the odds increase that something untoward happened.
Yep. I know.
But I do want to find that case for the chat about the boy that went that climbed out of his window and was found over a cliff in Nova Scotia just this summer.
Yeah, go ahead, look for it. I want to go over some of these docs, right? And I keep saying the parents need to come clean because I believe there's a lot being hidden that they just need to come clean. And yes, Nor'easter actually find your comment here. I should have posted it. Said something that Darren okay. I read somewhere that Darren asked Daniel why he lied about the blanket, and Daniel said that he panicked. Is this true? I absolutely heard that as well. I believe it was on somebody else's channel or something, maybe. It was a comment on another channel. I think it was on someone's live. And I want to say that Daniel, don't quote me word for word, right? That he said that he was protecting Malaya. Like he was protecting her. Do you remember that part on the blanket?
Yes.
But yet then he turned it around and he pushed for the blanket to be taken in for forensic testing. So that's one of the inconsistent statements that Daniel's said once more, right? Joyous, thank you so much for the memberships. You're freaking amazing. Thank you. Please, guys, tell Miss Joyous thank you if you received one of those awesome memberships. I have to. Thank you.
I'm going to go grab my earphones.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I just realized I've got an echo going on. But yes, I found the article, but I'll be right back.
Oh, actually, if you go into your little wheel, your settings, you can do echo cancellation. It should help.
Oh.
Yeah, the little wheel. Do you see the little settings wheel?
Yeah.
And go to audio. And
I've got echo cancellation on, but that's okay.
Okay.
As long as everyone can hear me okay and it doesn't sound terrible, then I won't put them in. They hurt my ears and fall out all the time anyway.
When you laugh. Yeah. No, you sound fine to me. Is the sound okay on your end, guys? Janie needs to be looked at a lot closer. I think, in my opinion, hey, Bossman, I think that they're actually doing the best that they can. I believe that the authorities just need one thing, one piece of the puzzle to complete the case, in my opinion. I honestly believe that. Thank you, Miss Lily, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you, sweetie. Thank you.
Festive.
Yeah.
I wore my festive shirt as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Thanksgiving shirt. Yeah, I try to get into the holiday spirit. Hi, Salty. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you. Good to see all you guys. Yeah, you're fine, Kelly. Oh, Pooaloo. I love your name. You changed your name. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. You are awesome. Thank you. Absolutely, Andrea. Absolutely. When they have solid evidence, because everybody knows that if they tried to close the case now without that one piece of evidence, they can lose, right? They can lose the whole case. So in my opinion, they're waiting for that. They might have it and just waiting for the right time, or they could be looking, well, I think they're trying to get someone to lead them to where the children's remains are, but I could be wrong. But that's what it seems like to me. Hi guys, welcome in. Thank you. Good to see all of you. Callie, hello.
I was looking at the search map yesterday, the one that was done by the SAR on the multiple times they came out and searched, and it was quite thorough.
Ooh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
About that.
Yeah.
Remember it was said that they came back out on May 31st or something?
I know they went out May 17th, and they may have come out the 31st. I think the dates are on the side of the map. I can grab it.
That would be awesome. Thank you. Because I remember there was an article and I've been meaning to ask, like chat or anybody. And I
Give me one sec.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Christine, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you for becoming a suspect of the channel, Daphne's Detectives. Thank you so much. I love that song. It's the Home Alone song, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Yeah, I read. Okay, they did. It was there May 31st. Thank you, Nancy. Oh my gosh, Salty. It was supposed to arrive yesterday. They didn't drop it off. Then it was supposed to be here today, and it never showed up. So I had to call Amazon, and I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I just had light bulbs delivered like a few days before, and no problem. But they didn't want to leave. They said they tried to deliver it, and I'm like, how do you try to deliver something? So I don't have my microphone. It sucks. I'm like, I'm just going to go to Best Buy and get one because screw waiting for it to ship here, right? Hi, welcome in, Marlene. Hi, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you.
I've got the map here, but I heard that, yes, 31st as well. And also I have the article here for the other child that had wandered off. It is dated July 19th, 2025. The article is by CBC, and the headline is Child Found Dead on New Waterford Shore. The body of a child was recovered on the shore near the bottom of Covent Street in New Waterford, Nova Scotia on Saturday afternoon. Cape Breton Regional Police said they responded to the report of a missing autistic child after the mother noticed the child had left home through a kitchen window. The body.
Let's show that.
Sorry?
Can we show it? Can we show that?
Yeah, sure. If you want to, if you go on to Google CBC Nova Scotia, and put in child found dead in New Waterford.
Dead in New Waterford. I hope I'm spelling that right.
2 separate words.
Oops. Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on one second. July 19th, though.
Yes, this summer.
But that's not the one for May 31st, though, is it?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you were talking about the search on May 31st. I'm sorry. But there was another one. I think even the girl's name was Lily, if I'm not mistaken.
Shannon, thank you so much for your super sticker. You are frigging awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You rock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All of you guys do. Here, I'm going to look at, because, guys, they never really, you remember the Lily one? They never really spoke about the last search, right? So if we remember correctly, they had come out and they grabbed the camera footage around, it was like May 22nd or something from the Glengarry area, right? And then they decided to do another search after that. And I wonder what area did they search in around that time, that May 31st area. Thank you, Shannon. You're awesome. Thank you, Cardi. Think about it. They I wonder if they searched the Glengarry area when they came back out. They were very quiet. They didn't say hardly anything. Here, let me look. Okay, hold on. Jack and Lilly, because they didn't say much. I even looked it up on the dispatch to see if anything was said, and nothing. 31st. May. Search. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull this up. Of course, it's not going to show me that. May 31st. Here we go. Here's an article for it. Let's look at this real quick. I think everybody kind of forgot that they came out. Do you guys remember them coming out?
I'm just looking up the dates now.
Okay,
The dates they came out.
I wonder if Bossman knows, if he's still in here. Hey, Mallory. I wonder if he knows where they searched when they came out in the end of May.
Yeah, I think this one only shows the ones that they did on the 2nd, the 3rd, well, the 3rd, 4th, and 7th. Like this is the, I've got like writing on it, but this was like the overlay map that they did. And then I put all the black marks on there because I wanted to be able to see which ones were roads and trails, because you couldn't tell with all the grid searches on there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Oh, you sent me a screenshot of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a dress.
If you want.
Yeah. Will you email it to me? I'm sorry. My phone is like almost dead. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll email it to you.
Thank you. Or actually, whatever's easier for you. Here, I'm going to read this while thank you so much. So they didn't really say much. Lilly and Jack, were reported missing May 2nd. And then we remember this, she was the head of the search crew, right? Amy Hansen. And she managed the search for that weekend. It says searchers looking for 2 missing children in PICTOU County on Saturday scoured the area where the boot print was found in a previous search. Okay, so were they searching by the boot print then? But searchers concede that they have little to go on and have no way of knowing if the boot print is even related to Lilly. Now they're saying it is related to Lilly, right? Well, the mom, Malaya, said the boot print's related. Pretty sure.
Sorry, I can't do 2 things at once.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was kind of just like looking. I don't know what I was doing. It says, but searchers concede that they have little to go on. They have no way of knowing if the boot print is even related to Lilly or Jack. They were reported missing May 2nd. We don't know for sure if it was from the children, but it is the only thing we've had to go on this far, said Amy. She's the head of the Colchester Ground and Search and Rescue, she manages the search. Approximately 75 volunteers resumed the search on Saturday. Lilly and Jack went missing from their home in Landsdowne. And it says, Hansen said that there had been no new evidence since the search was suspended 2 weeks ago on May 7th. Okay, so they suspended the search on May 17th. I didn't realize that. Did you guys know that they suspended the search on May 17th? For some reason, I thought they went out. Lilly, thank you so much for gifting a membership. You are amazing. And whomever received that membership, please tell Miss Lilly, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
I sent you the map, but I used my personal email, so just make sure you don't share that.
Okay, I'll forward it over to my other one. My phone is literally on its last live here. Last live. Here, we'll do this. Uh-oh, something went wrong. It's you, phone. Thank you so much. You rock. All right, forward. We'll just do this. Okay. The map. All right, let's take a look at this map real quick. Thank you, shenanigans. Oops, actually, let me get into my email. I actually have the docs here, so I wanted to go over those too. Come on, email refresh.
I can't wait till those next round of unredacted documents come out.
Yeah, same here.
How long is that taking? There must be some real interesting stuff in there if they're fighting to let it come out, maybe.
Oh shit! How do I rotate it? Can I rotate it? Yeah, you know, and I heard that they already have them, like the Globe and Mail or whatever already has them. I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this. Give me a minute. I'm going to try to open it through Canva, guys. What? Oh my God. Please work. Give me a second. Let me remove that.
Yeah, don't mind my black markings on it. It was so hard to read where everything was because of all the grid searching they did. So I had to like visualize where the pipeline trail was, where the other formula trail was, what road was which. And then they had like a bullseye there. So the first circle, when you see, that would have been the first search they did. So the first immediate area that they would have searched. Then the way they do searches is then the second one they did would have been the second search in the larger area. And then the third one would have been the third search area. And yeah,
yes, okay. Yeah.
I'm one of those people that needs to like visualize things. But that's a shame you can't turn it around.
Yeah, it won't let me turn it around.
You want me to send you a different version of it? Will that help?
Let me see if my phone will allow me to do this real quick. Come on, phone. Oh my God.
And this was actually shared by Daniel back in the day in a chat somewhere.
Yes, I remember that. Didn't he have... Hold on one second. Didn't he have other lines or something on it? Pretty sure. Oh, never mind. I see it now. Yes, I see it. I'm going to turn it on my phone if it'll let me.
And I outlined like the water area. So there was Landsdowne Lake and then some other areas near just north west of Laird Road. And a marshy area between Landsdowne Road and the trail. You can see that some of the trails are marked with K9. So that's like obviously where the K9 would have, dogs would have searched. And there's a couple of X's that mark areas with coordinates on them. So one of them kind of lines up with where the boot prints would have been found, sort of.
The one on the pipeline?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I got it, guys. Just I'm trying to get my email to... My internet's acting up as usual. All right, there we go. Nope, that's not it. Come on. All right, I just received it. All right, there we go. Come on. I got it. I got it. There we go. All right. Now we can show you. All right. Woo. All right, this is great. So go ahead and explain it, Shan. I'm sorry. You said the first search.
So if you see the 289, right there, and then to your right, you'll see a dot. That is their home. And then the first circle would have been the first initial search area. looking for
one?
the kids. And then I just traced out the circles because you couldn't see them very well. And then you have a second outer bullseye and then the third bullseye. But every line that you see on there is a search line. And I didn't highlight them all. I just highlighted the roads so that I could visualize what was what.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, because here is where the railroad tracks cross the railroad tracks, right?
No, that's where Landsdowne Station turns into Landsdowne Station Road. That's the 289, and then that where that triangle is, that's the triangle of like Gairloch Road, Landsdowne Station Road, and then it goes up to Landsdowne Road. I didn't mark out the train tracks, which would be they're parallel to Landsdowne Road.
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, sorry, I must have said something different. Yeah, and then the train tracks keep going this way, right?
Yes, quite close to parallel to Landsdowne Station Road there then, yes.
Okay. So when they came out to search, because since they suspended the search on the 17th, they never gave a reason why they suspended it, did they?
I don't believe they did, but the reason they came back out on the 17th was to target specific areas, they said. So the first, second, and third search, so up until the 7th, which is, I think, when they called off the search, like the first search, they searched pretty much every day for the first 4 days, I believe it was. And then they came back out, they skipped a day and came back out on the 7th. And then they came back out on the 17th. And that, I believe, was a targeted search where they were targeting specific areas that had already been searched, but they wanted to research that area.
Okay. They said they suspend. Oh my gosh, my dyslexia is like hitting. Sorry, my writing. Yeah, they said they suspended it on the 17th, and then they came back out on the 31st.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. The article just says, but the crews have returned this weekend to cover particular areas, just like you said. She said the location, the search is focused on Landsdowne Lake and a nearby pipe trail. So when they came back out on the 31st, they said they focused on the Landsdowne Lake and the nearby pipe trail. Thank you, guys. Yes, let's hit that thumbs up, guys. 12 thumbs up. Yes. There is 284 people in here. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you. So they focused on these areas. Let me zoom in. The lake would be right. Hold on. Give me a second. Right through here.
It's in the second bullseye. Top above. Go up.
Here. Up here?
No, the second bullseye.
Oh, I'm in the first one. No.
Yeah, okay. And you'll see I've outlined it, and it's by Lairg Road. So
hold on. Oh. All right. So 289.
Here.
Yeah, I'm looking like this for some reason on this line. I don't know why. So 289. Okay.
That's Landsdowne Lake.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, so they focused in this area. And then the pipeline trail. So let me look at this again real quick.
The pipeline trail is the top trail, the very top trail. And the other trail in between the 289 and the pipeline trail is a different trail.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where that's the trail that ran behind the house.
Behind the house, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one is the pipeline trail, the one that's got zigzags in it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. I know I'm so used to looking on like our maps that we have that when I'm looking at this, it's still okay. It's just, you know.
Well, this was like a printed version of a screenshot. And I couldn't, and there was no road names on it at all. So it was, I was like looking at a foreign language. So it took me quite a while to figure out what was what, really, but I got there after 7 months.
Yeah, because that pipeline trail starts. I mean, it runs all the way through. Because there's Larrick Road right there. And remember the video that my girlfriend did? She was on this road, the Larrick Road.
Yeah.
And filmed that entire area. And then driving out of it, right? And showing what the area looked like. And then the previous one over by the Millbrook Falls and stuff, which would be
north
out
of
of
that.
this. Yeah, it would be out of that area.
Yes.
Pretty sure. So
you can see that there was a good area searched in those first 3 searches. So that one doesn't show the 17th or the 31st. So that's just up until the 7th.
Okay, thank you.
So I don't know how much further they searched outward, but you can see there that, you know, the mine shaft area where Alex Penny, that area was covered. The roads and trails were covered. But I'm not sure how much of like the green space was covered, if you know what I mean.
So they did search the area where Alex Penny was located.
Yes, they did.
That mine. Okay. Now, I heard that there are some mines that are still open.
Yes. I mean, I think they searched some of the mines, but whether they had all of the mines, I'm not sure, because there could have been, depends which maps. I presume they would have used the abandoned mine map. They would have had maps from natural resources and that sort of thing. So I feel like even Boss Man said he knew about Alex Penny being found in the mine there. So I feel like that would have been quite common knowledge.
The mine on Larrick, yeah.
That there was a body found there already. So if there was something nefarious that happened and they needed to put the children somewhere, I'm not sure that a mine would have been used just because everybody knew about the mine before.
Yeah, you would think you wouldn't go there if you were doing something nefarious, because that was, like you just said, Damien said, yeah, I'm aware there's a mine on Larrick Road, and he said it was also searched. See, I was under the impression the one on Larrick Road was the one that had been closed up, and there's a pipe that runs out of it for the bats.
There's a few mines on Larrick Road. Yeah, there wasn't like that area, that whole area was mined for a long time for gypsum, I believe, copper, and soon lithium.
Right?
Uranium, not lithium.
The whole Minecraft, right? Minecraft shaft. I love that. Hi, Diamonds. Cassie, good to see you guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you.
Yes, Nancy, I did see that too. They said you have to watch the video today somebody made about the bags of concrete being on there. Yes, there was, and there was totes of gravel and all the mixing equipment as well.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, Nancy, let me know where that video is and we'll play it. So that stuff here, I'll pull it up. So that stuff looks like broken up like quickcrete and stuff. You know what I mean? Like dried concrete or something. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull it up for you. I don't know why I sent these to my darn email when they're right here. Everything's right here. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up. There's a bunch of pictures. A bunch of pictures.
Salty, was it you yesterday that mentioned about the Jordan's principle? I thought it was you, or Haley, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards you having posted it.
You said Salty. Oops, I keep wanting to press on your picture. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up. My finger always goes numb when I'm up here. I don't know if it's my neck or what. Joyous, yes, I heard that as well, but I haven't seen any proof. Tammy. Not only I saw a handsaw, suitcases. So yeah, Salty mentioned those before. Hold on one second, guys. I'm looking for a comment real quick. I don't know where we're at. Question. Bonnie said, question, could the police have already found remains and be keeping quiet to hold it as evidence? You know, I don't, unless they found them like within the week, maybe. I still feel like that whole thing, I know Jules thinks Daniel's lying about it, but I have a feeling that they did ask Daniel about the wood stove thing. And I'm not saying they found remains of the children in the wood stove, because it doesn't get, you can't incinerate bones and stuff in a wood stove. It doesn't get hot enough, right? You have to do it like in a more, somewhere that gets extremely hot. But what was I going to say? But that doesn't mean they didn't burn like the children's boots and backpack. Maybe they went back out. Allegedly, guys. I'm saying this just allegedly. Maybe they went back out and got the backpack and the boots that they kept insinuating that the searchers, they didn't find. All of them kept saying, I can't believe you didn't find Jack's boot or pull up and the backpack. I can't believe they didn't find the backpack. Remember, all of them said this. We went over that yesterday. And I wonder if they went back out there, if it was, they were planted like the blanket and just decided to burn that stuff in the wood stove. And that's why the handler said that, allegedly. But I think they would keep quiet for about a week or so and then come out with it, or maybe a couple weeks, just to have a formal announcement, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't believe they walked off either, Debbie. Yeah, Salty said not only totes but gravel. Didn't you ask her? Salty says, I think it was me. She answered your question.
Yeah, I did on a side note, I did a lot of research on Jordan's principle. I was going to do a video of it, and I might do a video about it still. And I wanted to do the video on it because it's sort of part of why Darren and other people were trying to push the narrative that the children were being hidden by sort of a First Nations CPS or community. And Jordan's principle was used as a way to enable that. And what I found actually was that Jordan's principle, which is basically an act that was brought in because there was a First Nation boy from Manitoba, a Manitoba Cree First Nation reserve, who was born with a disability. And he spent most of his entire life in a hospital. And the reason why that was because when he was after a few years, the hospital had actually suggested that he could go home for home care and be taken care of at home. But there was a jurisdictional squabble, I'll say, between provincial and territorial governments on who would pay for that. And because of that, he ended up staying in hospital until he passed away at the age of 5. And
Mm.
they brought in the Jordan's principle so that children in First Nations communities would have access to the same, if not greater, access to services required when in emergency situations like palliative care. However, they also offer, pardon me, services for families that are experiencing lack of funds. Also, if for women or men and children to escape domestic violence situations. So this principle, Jordan's principle, is funded now by the Canadian government. It is in correlation with the Canadian government. So if Jordan's principle was used to, for example, care for the children or fund Malaya / or the children to flee a domestic violence situation, it is a government organization. Therefore, there would be communication between this organization and the RCMP. This would not be something that would not be communicated with RCMP. So that's what I have to say on that.
Where was the hold on one second. Yeah, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to write something and I can't do it on the computer for some reason. Hold on one second.
But yes, back to the concrete and gravel. You can see in the back of this picture behind Daniel, there's 2 blue totes with gravel in them. And in another picture behind where those steps are and on the deck,
thank you.
There is bags of concrete as well. Sorry, I missed what Salty said there.
Yeah, Artie, man, yeah, in my opinion, allegedly as well. I think they should have automatically took that rake and shovel and brought it in for analysis. They still can do it. They can take in UV light and find particulates or anything on it still. Even if they've dunked it in freaking vinegar or bleach.
Yes.
I absolutely agree that.
Salty, don't feel ever bad about going down a rabbit hole in this case. I think it's important to go down all the rabbit holes. And I mean, it is a legitimate, initially, I thought it was a legitimate question. But when you start putting two together, that this is on the Government of Canada's website, that they promote this for the First Nations community, you begin to realize that this isn't just an entity separate from the government that is strictly run by First Nations communities. It is also funded by the Government of Canada. So with it being a federal entity, they would have the information to pass on to the RCMP if that was the case. And this is a principle that is used by many bands across Canada. And it would be something that I'm sure Malaya would have been given information about from her band members and band leaders as well.
There's the, oh gosh, I don't know where the comment is now. Somebody, we were talking briefly about what clothes Jack had on. We're talking about the clothing and stuff being burnt maybe, or the backpack. Excuse me. It says, this is Malaya's text now, guys. And it says, shoot, let me pull it out somewhere. She says, no, yet they have, talking about jackets or whatever. No, yet they have boots on, and Lilly has her white backpack on with strawberries. and she should be in pink, and Jack in darker colored clothes. Jack has dino boots, Lilly has pink boots. You know, and I find that very odd that on so many news articles, they change the backpack to cream and then white and then to strawberries and then, right? Like the clothing just changed so much. It's crazy. Anything visible to him. Daniel, yeah. Barry cannot find Jack and Lilly than the ones that know. Nancy, do you remember the video that you were watching with that information? Oh, we've already been on here an hour. That's crazy. I don't think they know what the kids were wearing. Yeah, I agree. But they didn't change out of the Thursdays. Yes, Cassie, and exactly why I started a petition. Yeah, there needs to be a new law.
Yeah.
Yeah, now she had a doll. I know, it's crazy. There's something new every damn day. If there was a previous CPS report or investigation, they should have locked that property. I absolutely agree, Cassie. It's bullshit. Excuse my language. It's bullshit that they absolutely did not. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but even the one retired detective, he says, with this particular family.
Yes. That struck me as well.
Yeah.
That struck me as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And I think I try to be impartial sometimes, but I really think that when the first call went out, it would have been the Stellarton RCMP that would have responded to children wandering off. I mean, until we hear the 911 call, that's what we're led to believe, right? And initially, we heard reports that it was 20 minutes, right, that the kids were missing. And then it turned into 8 a.m. And when you listen to the dispatch audio, it's not until after the police arrive and start their search after 11:30 that it comes out that the children were last seen at 0800. And then somebody comes out and says the children could have made it, up to 8 kilometers by now. So there was a lot of misinformation right off the bat. They thought they were looking for children that had wandered off into the woods. So in their minds, the more people searching, the better, right?
Absolutely.
But I'm not sure if that is protocol. And I'm not sure if the local RCMP would have information as to whether they had an open CPS file or not. They would have information on whether there had been previous calls to that address, for sure, which we don't know. We can speculate, but I'm not sure they would have access to a CPS file unless the CPS file was open because the RCMP were called to that address, if you see what I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You would think, though, that they would, well, they do talk to one another, right?
In smaller communities, maybe. I know that there was there is a social office where there was social services, social service workers in PICTOU County, but I think the bulk of the Children's Protective Services is in Truro.
They may have been. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking up something for you guys real quick, but I can't find it now. Damn it.
Oh, I got a cramp in my shoulder and my chest, and it's killing me.
Oh, that sucks. Sounds like from your rotator cuff.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to go over. Let me see 1 second. That's what it was. That's what I was looking on, something else. But I want to kind of go over these docs too again. I think they're very important. Yeah, hopefully the new ones come out shortly. Like we've been waiting like a year for them, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's taken. All right, this is it right here. So where's the other part of the 15? I need page 14.
Salty. I agree. Like, why replace the back deck but not the fire exit deck
Yeah.
that's lined up with that door? Why did they do all that after the children disappeared?
Yeah.
That's what bothers me, is that it really didn't sit well with me when you looked at the photos and the video of the day the children disappeared, and then versus the CBC interview that Janie did.
Got like a makeover, home makeover.
Yeah, it was disheartening for me to think I thought to myself, oh wow, now they've made all this effort to make the property nice and clean and tidy and child friendly, but they didn't care before they had a wrench over the door to whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Cassie, I agree on that. And that's the thing. Imagine how, like, the investigators look at that, right? Now, they said they were working on a fence and all this other stuff the night before on Thursday, right? But I didn't see really anything that could be worked on. Did you? Like, did you see anything that they were working on? I don't know. It didn't look like a new fence put up or anything.
Daniel was adamant on the DT show that the fence was already up on the 2nd. And he even alluded to the fact that the children would have to open the gate. There was no gate.
Yeah, there was no gate because remember they were supposedly putting it up Thursday night. Daff,
Yeah.
I remember at the beginning you mentioned that the ground under the fence needed to be checked. Yes, Diamonds, I know. I said that. Now I don't think so now because the human remains dogs came in. But at one point, I know there was no gate. Thank you, Joyce. I know this is very morbid, but I thought that when because they kept focusing on the fence, and with a fence, you have to have post, right? Like post. And where you dig like 4 feet in the ground and you pour concrete and you put like a 2x4 or whatever in the ground as a post for your fence. And so your fence doesn't blow over. But after looking more and more at that fence, it's not done right. Like they don't have that. But I thought that maybe, and I know this sounds morbid, that maybe the children were in the ground right there and they poured concrete over them and stuff because they're hidden in plain sight and they already have the holes dug for the fence. So, you know what I mean? I know that sounds disgusting, but that's what I thought at first. Anyone notice the kids' swings were looped around far off the ground? Jack and Lilly couldn't play with them. Yeah, I did, Tom. And there was duct tape under the swing, like holding
new duct tape
Here,
and
yeah.
rope.
Let's look at that real quick. Let me find the photo because give me just a second.
Brand new, it looked like to me. Never even swung on because
Yeah, I found it.
it was months later that that interview was with Janie, and
end of July, I think.
and that rope looked like it hadn't even had one little child's dirty finger on it.
Well, not to mention this. Oh, I can't zoom in. So this right here, this twine, like would be frayed and stuff, right? This twine comes undone very easily. It's like for like, I don't know.
And it's very thin for a swing.
Yeah, I wish I could zoom in.
Even
more.
for 2 small children, the rope is very thin.
Absolutely. And if they sat on those swings, they'd fall. I'm looking for a better picture of.
And if I'm not mistaken, was there not a wood pile there?
Yeah.
I know that there was argument before as to whether or not the swings were even there, but I believe the swings were there.
Right
but
here.
But they couldn't.
Go ahead.
but I don't think they could swing on them because of all the wood that was there. And I do believe they replaced the wood the rope, and the duct tape was brand new. And I'm not sure what the purpose of the duct tape was, other than really, I don't understand what the purpose of it was.
So I think this was actually taken right after. So this is the fence they were working on, but there was no gate. Like Joy said, no gate. Now, yes, here's the wood underneath the swings, but then I heard someone say, well, they emptied out the wood shed, so maybe that's what it's from. But still, there's no friggin' swings on here. There's no swings. So how the frickin' heck were they swinging? So basically, if they took the wood out of the wood shed to look for the children, right? That maybe that's why they placed it under there. I don't know. That's what somebody said.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. So maybe the wood pile is for better. Yeah. So, but there's no swings. There's no swings on here. So how the hell were they swinging? You got it right here. This picture right there. This, pretty sure that is the photo. Yeah, because let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another one. Give me 1 second. Here. This is a photo of the first freaking day.
Oh, Daphne.
What?
Okay. Look where the yellow circle is.
Yes. Wait.
Look where what is that hanging in the door of that cabin?
Whoa. Hanging in the door?
Yeah, look at the ladder.
Hold on.
Where the yellow circle is. Nope. Yeah,
I'm
go over.
I'm trying to make it bigger. This blue thing?
Yeah.
It looks like a flag.
Is it? Or do you remember how the conversation we had the other day about the blue blanket hanging as for a door in there?
Oh shit, it does look like a blue blanket. Like it's made into, oh my God. It does. God, my phone's dead.
Because I know that I thought it was a tarp, but if you look at earlier videos from like the first beginning, it was more like a blanket hanging in there. Like I know that's a tarp on top of the roof, but
give me a minute. Let me see if I can blow it up better.
I would like to see a different angle of that picture.
I can blow it up here, but you guys can't see it, damn it. I'm looking at it right now. Can you guys still see it on screen? I'm looking on it on my check in the Facebook group I posted. In mine, check in the Facebook group I posted a ton of, okay. I don't know if I can get on there with my.
Sorry, I'm like a squirrel. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye, and I remember talking to you about how.
Well,
I always wondered about that little cabin, like because nobody ever talks about that specific little cabin there. They talk about the forts in the woods, and they've talked about the cabin at next door with the schoolhouse, but they don't ever talk about that little structure there, which looks like a playhouse.
Yeah, that's what it is. It has to be.
Go to Jane's interview.
Why would they? Yeah, let's go watch. I'm sorry, guys. Why would they? That does look like the blanket there. And then while we're watching that, yeah, it looks like the blue blanket right there by the ladder. God.
There is significance to why we're talking about the blanket, because Belinda said on the search that she did with Please Bring Me Home that there was a blue blanket found with a t-shirt, with a shirt and a mat, I believe.
Yes.
So that's why I recalled seeing something blue hanging in the cabin, which I would call that a cabin or a tree house.
Where is it at?
And I remember Daniel saying, like, I ran up to the cabin to the kids
I ran up to the kids. The kids, they have cabins up in the woods. And I'm like, cabins? All right, I got her. Hold on. Let's see if we can. And then I'll look at Salty's photos that she uploaded in the.
I'll be right
All right,
back. I'm going to go get my drink.
All right, go ahead.
I'll be right
Give me
back.
a second. All right, guys. Yeah, so, all right. Just a little backstory. There was a new article that came out about the new search that just happened, right, with Please Bring Me Home. There was a blue blanket found with a mat and looks like a shirt or something wrapped up into one, right? And that was sent to the RCMP, I believe, allegedly. But we were like, in the beginning, remember yesterday's video, right? Remember yesterday's video when Belinda was speaking to Sunny back in June with, I think, and then Durwood came on. She had said that Daniel was telling her about a blanket, and she says, I believe he said it was blue. Well, there was a blue blanket found on this new search, correct? Yes, someone is planning shit. I agree, Tom. And this is what we're looking at. It looks to be a blue blanket right there going up the ladder to this little fort. So we're going to play Janie's interview. I apologize, guys, ahead of time. I wish I could put a voice thing on. So I know she hates me when I say that. But so let me go. I'm just going to try to zoom this out so we can try to get, and I'm going to go look at Salty's pics too. You notice how they start with this short clip of this door too, right? Think about that. Why would they do that? Because the door's not freaking loud. They're trying to show you the door, or the door's loud, excuse me. But Janie corrects her and says that they did come out of. How does she know? She didn't see them.
Yeah, Brandy is saying it's where she talks about Malaya and the RV. Her RV.
That Jack came out of.
See, there you go. Hair or something like this.
I was watching some interviews today with
So it's the morning of May 2nd. Take me through what happened.
Okay, I was up at 6 o'clock, sat in there and had my tea. And then on Facebook, 7 o'clock.
All right, now look. Oh, not here.
I get up,
Those weren't there.
went through the gate that
go
wasn't
over
there.
here, fed my chickens. My brother, Ron, called me at 8:48 and asked me if I wanted to go to town with him. And I said, no. I said, I'm staying home. I said, I'm going back to bed. Okay, I went and I laid down. Next thing you know, my dog started barking and the kids were out in the yard. Now, you can see there's two swings where the kids play. My bedroom is right there. I heard the kids. This is where the kids' swings are. This is where they always played.
And so that's where
I heard them. And I can hear everything in that trailer. If two kids get out of a fence, and Jack and Lily are all the time yelling, especially Lily, come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go, Jackie.
Oh, wait.
It's all I hear out here.
I'm sorry.
I just said new rope and new duct tape. It just showed it in there.
Oh, I thought you said, sorry. Okay, sorry. Thought you said, there you go.
No.
When the kids get out of the fence and come out through here,
I saw these pictures.
Oh,
I
there
would
it
have
is.
heard them yelling,
It's
come
not
on,
a tarp.
Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go.
Is it? Oh, that is
That
a
looks
tarp.
freaking different.
That looks like the
But
gray
that's
side of
the-
the tarp. Because the tarps can have like a blue side and a gray side.
They had it rolled up.
Yeah, probably.
I think in this picture.
Yeah.
It had to have been, because I was like, "What's this thing?" Because it looked like a
there's one
flagpole. So
over
it's
the
a
roof
tarp.
too. Yeah. But nobody does talk about that little cabin there.
Yeah, I
And-
know. That's weird.
I don't know.
Don't they had 3 cabins, right? So they had one in the back of the yard by that orange fence shit, right? Then they had this one, and then they had the other one where you have to crawl up the dirt. Am I right?
Yeah, the other ones are in behind her, behind there.
Yeah, but think about it. Both of those cabins, she could see all their cabins. She could see the other one too, because the other one, I'm just going to point, is right through here. The other one is. I'm pretty positive. You can even see it a little bit right there. But all that is just plants. Like,
yeah, it's just
nothing.
shrubs, like cut pieces of broken like tree
Yeah, exactly.
branches.
Absolutely. And it's right here. So she could see this one, she could see this one, and she could see the other one in the backyard. In my opinion, she was the one that always watched the kids. She was. I mean, she even said, yeah, I know, everybody overlooked. I overlooked it too. But she was the one always watching the children. So why not that day? Does she think that they went to school that day? Or she would have known, because the school bus, right? She would have heard the school bus come pick them up. 7:30, right? School bus is supposed to pick them up. What are you doing? Oh, she must be talking to somebody. So the school bus is supposed to pick them up at 7:30. Yeah, because think about it. Like, in my opinion, that's what she did. She watched the kids all the time.
Sorry, teenager problems.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I figured you were talking. Yeah, I figured you were talking to. So she could see the children's sports at all angles. These two here, one, the furthest away is there. Here's the one close. She could see them from her RV. Now she said she had a board in the front, I think, to block out the sun and then block out the cool air.
But you know how she said that? But then Belinda said that the dogs were in the front window of the RV, and that her sister and Chelsea saw them in that front window, the big dog, and its teeth.
Yeah, she couldn't see the kind of dog because its mouth was wide.
Yeah.
From barking? A dog with a wide mouth like that. Like, you could definitely tell my type of dog, right? Even if she's barking, because her ears are like this big, right? A dog with a wide mouth would be like a pit bull, like a bulldog, right? Or a mastiff. I know Earl has pit bulls. Could it have been Earl's dog over there? You think?
I'm not sure what dog he had. I did, when I was looking
He's a bulldog
through his Facebook, I thought he used to babysit and look after Justin's dog.
Which I think, I don't know, I could be wrong on that.
Earl has a pity.
Yes, a pit bull. I've seen him post all the time about, my chat froze. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you don't have bugs, do you? You don't have bugs, do you? I was joking. A mastiff, yeah. Bull mastiff or whatever they're called. Pit bull legal in Nova Scotia. Huh, I'm not sure about that. Where's your bobadoos?
Yeah, I'm not sure when he started those projects on the decks, but I know, yes, she did mention that he needed to find his tools. And they did say that he was working on the fence
Yeah,
on
mine too.
Thursday evening, that while the kids were in the trailer, he was outside with his mom and he was working on the fence. So he must have had his tools then, but
yeah,
not his stapler though. He had to go look for that.
that's crazy. That was a crazy freaking statement. You would be able.
One of the many.
Well, I guess someone that's not familiar with dogs wouldn't recognize like what type of breed it is if it's barking the whole time. And
Yeah.
I just know because pit bulls and mastiffs, they have huge freaking heads, right? And like usually small ears. They're wide. They're wide dogs. They're not like, I don't know how to pronounce it. Years ago, a guy in Stellarton raised pitties from puppies. He had kids that grew up with the dogs. The dog one day attacked the kids. Oh my God, that's horrible, Tom. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know a police officer. I read a story about a month or so ago. His German Shepherd, his work dog, right? Trained police dog. He left it in the room with his 1-year-old child, and the dog, my dog's pushing my chair right now. The dog killed his baby. So you just never know. That's with any animal, right? You just don't know. Something could trigger them. So just don't leave them with your babies, right? Now, my dog, like, I could eat out of her bowl, right? But one day, like, she could, who knows? I hope to God she doesn't. I don't have babies either. My kids are all grown, but you just never know. You never know. My beagle barks at everything constantly. If my dog saw those kids, my dog would not shut up until they went in the house. No, I agree. Same with my dog. Janie's dog Tucker is a small, medium size, and said it tried to bite the kids when Lily would be loud. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why this shoveling shit she talked about with the damn pool makes absolutely no sense, guys. Why would she put the pool there, guys? Where a dog, listen, this is what I said last night. Think about it. Janie cares deeply for her dog, right? She cares deeply for her dog, about her dog's feelings. Like, you could tell. Jeannie talks about her dog, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with her loving her dog. Absolutely not. But do you think that she's going to put a pool right there in front by where the dog hangs out inside that fence, right? Right here inside. Well, here you go. Right here, the dog, she said she lets out. Do you think she's going to put a pool right in front where the children scream and holler? No. My dog's she's mad because I'm out here. No, because she'd think that her dog, she would be worried about her dog's feelings. Like, oh gosh, it's going to drive my dog crazy. The children out there playing and screaming. And then, you know, that's what she would think about. She would never put a pool there, guys. Never. She would think of her dog first. My pity Loki is 75% pit bull, 12% border collie. Oh, you got a hind. Oh, that's so cool. DNA test. She was shoveling dirt away from the bank that could have fallen. Yeah. Yeah. You don't put a pool on top of gravel, and you don't put a pool in the driveway. Absolutely.
It would be a mud bath. Imagine children getting in and out of that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It would be full of dirt, and
Yep.
the pool would be filthy within the first 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Pools in Nova Scotia. Here in Quebec, it's a province. Why you have to have a fence? I agree. Anybody that has a fence or a pond or anything like that in their yard needs to have a fence around it. That's one of the reasons why I fenced in my yard too, because we have I have a pond, and even though I live in a rural area, I don't want kids going and fishing and sliding into my pond and getting hurt, because that, you know what I mean? That's just not good. So I agree with that law. Tina says, I have 2 German Shepherds whom are very friendly. but not for a second will I ever leave them alone with my young grandchildren. It's common sense. Absolutely, Tina. I agree. Same. Like my dog, she's, like I said, she will take food out of my mouth, like just being stupid, right? Like I'll play with her and stuff. And she's that gentle, but I would never leave her alone with the baby because you just never know. You don't know. And that's why I said Janie would never put a pool there where her dog is. She would think of her dog before the children, in my opinion.
I didn't hear anything. The next thing I heard is I heard Daniel yelling. He was yelling for Jack and Lilly.
Hey guys, we have 400 people in here. Put your thumbs up. 400 people and we only have 4 thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up button, guys. What did you say, Shan?
Don't be a sneaky lurker.
Exactly. Hit that subscribe and thumbs ups, please. What
Yeah,
did you say,
if you rewind that, she just said, and I didn't hear anything.
Okay. Yep.
Just
The next thing I heard is I heard Daniel yelling. He was yelling for Jack and Lilly.
before that, I mean.
I didn't get up because I thought he was yelling for Lilly. Come on, Jackie. Come on, Jackie. Let's go, Jackie. Let's go, Jackie. It's all I hear out here. When the kids get out of the fence and come out through here, I would have heard them yelling, come on, Jackie. Let's go, Jackie. Let's go. I didn't hear anything. The next thing I heard is I heard Daniel yelling. He was yelling for Jack and Lilly.
That's if they got out of that one.
I didn't get up because I thought he was yelling for Jack and Lilly in the house. So,
yeah, but she goes on to say because Jack lets my chickens out and I already let my chickens out that morning. Well, why would he be yelling for Lilly then? That makes no sense. If he was yelling for Jack because he's letting your chickens out and you already let your chickens out, which doesn't make sense, then wouldn't he be yelling just for Jack, not Jack and Lilly? Am I right?
Sorry, 1 second.
next thing you know,
Yeah, you're fine.
I came out of the trailer after I heard Daniel, about, I'd say, 10 minutes after I heard him, I come out of the trailer. I opened up the door, was standing here. Malaya was standing.
Oh, yeah.
Right here with Meadow on her hip. And I come out and I said, what's up? She said, Jack and Lilly are missing. I said, how long? She said, about 20 minutes. I closed the door, got my boots on, came out here, ran up in the woods.
Just right up here.
The kids have a little fort that they made out of sticks.
Imagine Janie running up that freaking hill. Imagine Janie running up that freaking hill. That shit was, oh my God. Oh man.
And fir branches. And that's where they go.
I mean, that's cute.
You can see them and hear them. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack through the woods because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes. I did this whole area. There's an old road up back. When I got up to the end, to the top of the hill, I met Daniel. And I said to him, I said, did you find them? He said, no. He said, you coming with me? I said, no. I said, I'm going to search this area. Because when she told me the kids were missing, you automatically think they went into the woods. That was my first instinct. So I went up and I did this whole area, this whole wooded area, right up to the top of the dirt road, came back down here and came back down the side of the road, came back down here and came back up the same.
But then you told DT that you went 6 acres or so. Or, excuse me, not 6 acres.
20, I think it was.
20? How would she do all that shit? Yeah, dang. Someone had, she had to put Temu and Facebook down. Somebody had said something. Oh. Daphne, you remember a guy that called in a doll and he thought Janie moved? He didn't know why she moved. Yes, I have that interview. I have it. That was right before Durwood came out, like the day of. Maybe same day. Maybe he came out later. And Dolly did not ask that guy what his name was. And I was like, damn it. He usually says, hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Not with this guy. I just think that he said it was from Nova Scotia or something. I have it because I was like, this guy's weird. He says he knows Justin. And he said Justin lived on the property. And then he goes, oh, no, Justin doesn't live there. It was just a very odd conversation. There was somebody else's comment though that I wanted to go over. I wish I could click multiple comments up here. Yes, 10 minutes after hearing Danielle, for 10 minutes she comes out. Yeah, exactly. Where was it at? Hold on.
Didn't she say in her RCMP statement that she was concerned about the timeline because she didn't know how the kids could have made it to the road without her hearing or seeing them?
Oh, yeah. Concerned with the timeline. They were making up the timeline, in my opinion. Yeah, so the RV being moved. That's what it was. I apologize. So if you look on the maps, right? I could pull it up. I hate Google Earth, though, because it makes my computer want to explode.
I won't talk. Don't mind me with my heated blanket.
No, maybe you can do Google Earth for me. It'll blow up on your end. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. So her RV was moved. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I can't do it with both of them going on, or else the computer will really blow.
I would use my map, but it has like literally every neighbor on there that isn't even involved in it, and I don't want to like dox every single person in the neighborhood. I did mention that like Daphne and I have like paid money out of our pockets to find every owner of every house in Landsdowne Station.
Yeah, we know who everybody is in the neighborhood and what they do for a living, what kind of car they drive. No,
who their girlfriends are, what kind of dogs they have. Yeah. We know it all, but we don't want to dox people that haven't been named out there already. Boss Man's we already know because he's been out here, and Justin was named in the documents, but there was other people that deserve to have their privacy protected.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I would have told him not to show my stuff. Yeah, I believe she's protecting Daniel too. There was somebody's comment though that I read when Justin asked if he saw Justin Thursday night. He said no, then talks about his dad needing a truck or something, which made me think maybe Durwood was with Janie. I thought maybe he was dating Janie too, but he was actually dating Logan's mom. What's her mom's name? Frances or something?
I think it was Frances.
Frances, yeah.
Not Logan's mom, Logan's grandma.
Logan's grandma, yeah.
Yeah. But then she kicked him out too.
How old is Durwood?
I'm going to say he's around the same age as Janie, so I'm going to say 60s.
60s, yeah. Yeah, right. RCMP risk. Somebody had said something. I can't find the damn comment now. Hounds like to climb. Yeah.
That was what my question was too, was where was Ron during that time? 8:48, and then he called her again at 10:19.
It makes me, yeah, and 6:24. Don't forget about that one.
Yeah.
But she doesn't mention this, that he texted her at 6:24. And this.
Yeah, she just says she was on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Before that, it was Temu, but I guess it's hard to tell the difference between the two.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's salty. It's crazy. Kids not in school, Janie not going to town. Guys, I'm telling you, there's no coincidence that she didn't go to freaking town that day, right? I'm telling you. And then remember, Durwood said that she was with a boyfriend that night. That's just weird. Why would he even make that story up?
Yeah, and we've never heard or seen anything about a boyfriend since.
Like, come on. I don't think Janie has a boyfriend. Maybe a plastic one under the pillow. I don't know.
Unless it was Durwood, because, you know, he was spending a lot of time with her during the timeline when she was coming out with the timeline and doing the videos. And, you know, he was there during that interview. This interview right here. You can see him in the background in the yellow shirt. So he was getting himself quite intertwined with the scenario.
Yeah, made himself cozy. Salty, yeah, I want to say something about that. Wait, was that you? Or then again, it went back to... Okay, so yeah, she said then Ron didn't actually search until around 1:30. So I believe from reading Malaya's messages, I think we showed one of them earlier, but I think I read them yesterday. Remember with the highlighted yellow marker? Malaya was talking to Belinda, and she said family's not allowed to search. So I think, remember when Daniel said that the officers told him when he got back from going down Landsdowne Road and then coming back up, and same with Janie, when she's done explaining the search thing, she came back. I think police told them to stay put, because that's what Malaya made it to seem like. And maybe people didn't start showing up until around 1:30, because I know that Cindy and fam, right, Malaya's side of the family, didn't show up until around 1:30. I don't know why they just didn't say, yeah, here's Daniel. He could have just said, yeah, I went out and searched for him that morning. I came back, right? And RCMP told me not to search, and same with everybody else. Nobody went out to search until about 1:30. So think about it. If Malaya's family got there at 1:30, right? And so did Ron and everybody else. Because remember, Justin went to go get the four-wheeler. That's what we were originally told. That Justin, Janie's son, went to get the four-wheeler. But then she says in this that Ron, or one of her brothers. Exactly. So who the hell knows? But this had to have been around 1:30, right? When they were allowed to go back out and search. And I figured out the timeline from when Oliver told Daniel he could go out and search, because Daniel said the helicopters arrived, blah, blah, blah. I did the timeline, and it sounds that they all went out there around 1:30 or so to search. Everybody was allowed to go search then. But the blanket was found at 3:45. So you're telling me from 1:30 to 3:45 that day that someone decided to take the blanket and, you know what I mean, like Haley or Cheryl or whatever. Like, come on, you know what I mean?
In front of all those searchers and police officers.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, I know. And what bothers me is, how is it possible that if these children wandered off, which I don't think they would have wandered through the woods, children would take the path of least resistance. They would have taken the road and gone up to a path or something. And it's my belief, if they wandered off at that time in the morning, they were wandering to the bus, or wandering to walk to school, or wandering to a local house that they've been to. So how is it that no one saw them
at the prime time?
The entire family lives around there. They work, apparently. They would have driven down that road to go towards Stellarton or New Glasgow or Westville, whichever direction they would have been going that way. Exactly.
It was the prime time.
And the only one person that says that she saw children is the Natasha Hayward, who comes out on the 31st of May, over nearly a month after the children went missing, to say that she saw them, and that Lilly was wearing a tank top with a blue tank top with things hanging off of it, ruffles or something. It was freaking freezing out. She wouldn't have been in shorts and a tank top.
Yep, exactly.
I don't
know why I mic this up.
I don't know.
I know. It makes no freaking sense. I think that it was just somebody randomly thinking it was maybe them, and That's it. I don't think there's anything about that, in my opinion.
She had her kids out of school too, she said that morning. So that could have been easily proven. She was driving her son to school, she said. So that Natasha Hayward. So they would have been able to say that was unfounded or not based on whether the child was late for school that day or was driven to school, not on the bus, whatever.
Let's see if that works. That's weird. I was playing around with the little things to see if they actually work or not. That one doesn't. Oh, it does. That's cool. So yeah,
He's in the house. I'm gonna have to go on my phone now to see what he's saying because I can't see him in there.
but if it was a PJ or all her other clothes were still in the bag, so laundry run. You know, I was thinking of that too. Did they bring all that laundry with them when they went to Patty's on Wednesday? Because, like, allegedly, like, if they, you know what I mean? Like, did they bring all that with them? Maybe she didn't bring her clothes back because they weren't finished or something. Who knows? I'm sure she had other clothes there, right?
And yeah, I mean, how much they brought 6 weeks worth of laundry apparently, right?
That's crazy. How would that fit all in that little SUV?
And they got groceries that night at Walmart.
So maybe that's why Malaya left her bag of clothes at grandma's, because they got groceries and didn't have room. So she wanted to bring the kids. That way the kids had clothes, even though she didn't change them.
But here's what I think. I find it unlikely that all the clothes were separated by individual. You know? I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's weird. Well, I don't know. Maybe she's just organized. I don't know. By looking at that house, but hearing Belinda tell me about that house is, right?
I don't. And then she didn't change the kids into their pajamas because she was too tired to unpack the clothes from the night before.
Like, literally, just pull it out of the freaking bag.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not change your children's dirty clothes, especially if they were playing out in the dirt?
Yeah.
Wasn't it rainy and shit Thursday night, too?
I'm not sure, but regardless, Janie said they were digging in the dirt.
Oh.
For bugs.
No, it doesn't.
She came back from the store and she saw Jackie out in the back, lifting up pieces of wood, looking for worms, and found a centipede and said, "Look, I found a centipede." And she said, "Good boy, Jackie, go find another one."
All the same script. They all sound the freaking same.
So he would have been dirty.
Exactly. He would have been freaking dirty.
Spot. I went back into the house by the time the cops were here. I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take my phone. The cops were here. There was a bench sitting here, or a sawhorse. It's over there.
Why?
Was sitting
Ron
here.
called her on the phone at 10:19.
I was sitting on.
I'm sorry.
I said she answered the call from Ron at 10:19 though, so she had her phone then.
I thought she missed a call from. Oh, she missed the first one though, didn't she?
That was at 8:48, and then she got a call at 10:19 from Ron.
I know she. Okay, we'll have to pull that up when this is over, and then I'll probably have to go because it's. Fuck. I've been on here for 2 hours, and the other one like an hour. Oh, hold on. All right, let me play this. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. She's
bawling my eyes out. I was crying because I blame myself for not getting up that morning to see the kids. Because if I would have get up, this wouldn't have never happened. Okay? That's why I was crying.
We've heard a lot about the patio door.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go see that.
Sure.
So this is the patio.
This is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have.
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the news people did the best job by showing, they're trying to point it out to you guys without saying it out loud. Look at this door. Hello. You know what I mean? By what Janie said. This is the door they went out of, guys. How do you know that unless you actually saw with your eyeballs, right? Arcadian girl, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
7 days later.
You are late. Late slip for you. Just kidding. Good to see you. So shenanigans, can you drop your link in here, please? I can't find you. Oh, I think she's talking about your...
I'm just starting it. I made my first video today, which was on Jordan's Principle, but I haven't posted it yet because I'm heavily scrutinizing myself and I'm not happy with it. So
that's how you learn. Listen, yes. That's how you learn.
I'll keep you posted. But I do have a YouTube channel. I just don't have any videos on it right now.
That's how you learn, sweetie. Trust me, I'm still learning too. With
regards to this door, one thing that really sticks with me is I remember I was telling you I spent the morning looking at police interrogations and conversations with previous convicted people here in Canada. I watched Paul Bernardo's one. Man, that is... Watch the space. But another one was Dylan Millard. And I don't know if you know about him. He was responsible for Tim Bosma. That was a really sad case out of Ontario, as well as Laura Babcock, as well. And then they found out that he killed his own father as well. But he was one of the people that over-described things. One of the things he over-described was the door that he went out of and into for his parents' place. And it is uncanny to the way they describe this silent door. And one thing that I will tell you is some people that are guilty will provide you with too many details.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or if there's more than one person, in my opinion, they just go by their script.
Yes.
And that's what it sounds like here.
It really, the first thing that stuck out to me about this case when I saw the initial interviews, was Malaya saying the kids were outside playing, but I didn't know it at the time.
Yes.
So
and I always wondered about that until I found her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that stuck out to me because that was something obviously she was told and wasn't aware of. And also said about the silent door, which isn't that silent. In my opinion, if Janie was in her house, she would have heard that door. But she doesn't say she heard it. She says,
yeah. So how would she know they went out that door? The door's silent, so we know she didn't hear that door open, right? This is Janie's perspective.
Yeah.
So she's absolutely positive to where she corrects Allie, who is the young lady with the long red hair and the black outfit. She corrects her on air, on live. And they did if you remember, they did a very long interview, even added Durwood into that. And they edited this video precisely to show very important key aspects.
2 hours long.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so was Durwood's.
Yeah.
And they showed 15 seconds.
Yeah. Of Durwood and 7 minutes of Janie. Yeah.
I felt bad for Allie. You know, like Janie is a very aggressive talker, you know? Like I don't deal well with people that talk like that. It gives me anxiety.
Hey, no, same here. Very aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it like it's like my PTSD. I can't handle being spoken at, you know?
Mhm.
And she speaks at people rather than to people.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's a struggle to listen. I imagine it must have been a struggle for Allie as well.
You can absolutely tell because she seems scared to death. You could just tell. Here, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit and just watch. Just watch her.
The patio door.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go see that.
Sure.
So this is the patio.
This is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have.
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
There you go. What does she think in her head? Like, what the fuck?
And so tell us why we've heard about the patio door.
Because everybody's saying on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok that the patio door makes a noise. And why they didn't hear the door open. The bedroom is back there. Okay?
That far window.
The last window is the bedroom.
And so they would have come out this door.
They would have come out this
that
door.
morning.
Yes.
And then they went and played on the swing set.
Yes.
And that's when you heard them.
That's when I heard them. Right here in this area here. I plan on putting a pool up this year for the kids. You need level ground for a pool. That's what I was doing. I was leveling out the ground to set up a pool.
And this is the Thursday.
This is Thursday.
Right.
Friday, all the investigators, search and rescue and everything. Right around here was where they found the only footprint.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the boot.
This is where I was breaking that night. That's where the boot print was found. In the mud where I was raking.
I thought there was 2 boot prints.
There was supposed to be a footprint found away up on the pipeline.
Supposed to be.
Malaya sent me the picture of it. That's all I know. There was a footprint found.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the footprint was here. The only one that they can confirm that was Lilly and Jack's was right here.
So it was child size.
Yes, a man, one of the investigators came in here and was measuring it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to lie. The reason why I wanted you guys to come here and do the interview here is to show you exactly where everything took place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just show people that this is what happened.
Oh.
All the stuff that people, all the rumors and accusations about us murdering the kids and burying them on the property, this place has been searched thoroughly. The well has been checked, the septic tank, all the barns were searched. My RV was searched 3 times.
Think about that.
The trailer was searched.
Think about that for a minute. That RV was searched 3 times. Why? Hey, Shelby, good to see you. Yeah, Arcadian Girl, of course. When she's ready, she's too hard on herself. I told her to put her link in the chat for you guys. So she's playing around with it right now. So think about it, guys. Why the hell would they search that tiny little RV 3 times? And I know that I think I asked that question or maybe somebody else when we were in the chat with her. And she said because she lived alone. That doesn't make sense, guys. Why would they search her trailer 3 times? Bad acting. I agree. She's very aggressive. Like,
I think it was because she was so reluctant for them to look in the trailer.
I agree. Joyous, thank you so much for being here. You are awesome, and being for the other one. Thank you so much. Enjoy your dinner, and I hope you and hubby have a good night. Thank you so much.
Bye, Joyous.
Yeah. Good night, sweetie. Thank you. Aw.
Do you remember, like, we had this discussion as well, where why is it that when the first place that they would have looked would have been Janie's, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And at first it was because she got up because she woke up because she heard Daniel yelling for the kids, but that she didn't come out until after. And Daniel said it was when she confronted Malaya on the driveway.
Yep. Yep. Confronted. That makes me think like aggressively, right?
Yes. And she said Malaya had said the kids had been missing for 20 minutes. So wouldn't they have gone and knocked on that trailer first, knowing
Absolutely. Yep.
if, as she says, she was the one that was always watching Jack and Lilly. She was the one that was the one calling them when they had no coat on or no shoes on or whatever. So why wouldn't they go and knock on the door first before anything else? Before he jumped in a car, before he went up to the cabins or whatever, wouldn't he go,
Yep.
Mom,
Yep. Mom.
kids in there? You giving them a snack or something?
Or even yell. Like if you're frantic, wouldn't you yell like, Mom, Mom, knowing she hears everything?
Yeah.
So it just doesn't add up, guys. What else happens in 20 minutes? Yes, there is something else. Cool J said about the RCMP getting a warrant. I have heard that. Yes, there's been confusion about that. So I really would like to know too. What else happened in 20 minutes? It was when they last, I think it was Daniel said, damn it, what was it? Do you remember what it was, Shan, the 20-minute thing? There was something else that was 20 minutes too.
I can't off the top of my head. Enlighten us, Salty. Don't leave us hanging.
Yeah, there was something else.
But with regards to the warrant thing, Belinda was on, and
oh yeah, that's right. No warrant is needed.
She said that I think Justin's wife was there and was saying to Janie, "Don't worry, Mom. They're not blaming you. They just want to look in the trailer."
So that's who. Okay, I had my idea that it was her, but I wasn't sure. So it was Justin's wife that said that.
Well, that's the only person I can think of that would call her mom. She doesn't have a daughter. And I mean, that would make sense, right?
It would make sense.
I mean, especially I don't call my mother-in-law mom, and I've been with my other half for 23 years, but that's because I consider her like a friend as well. So
yeah,
I mean, I guess maybe in some cultures it's a sign of respect, I suppose, but
yeah, I mean, more like, I don't know, it's weird. Mom, like I would call like my best friends when I was like a teenager, like their mom's mom sometimes, just playing around.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just because so it makes me wonder if the person was younger. I don't know. And
But
yeah,
and that's, be able to answer that.
Yeah, that too. Justin is very Daphne.
It was Logan with her. Okay, thanks, Belinda.
Thank you. So we got the answer for that. It was Logan with her. That's what I was wondering. It had to have been someone younger.
Thanks for clarifying that, Belinda.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! I was gonna say something I can't remember. My freaking brain is tired.
It was about searching the RV. That's where we were. And
yeah. Just think about it. Why would they search it 3 times? It's such a small area. What is it, like 200 square foot?
Yeah, I think it was search and rescue the first time. But I mean, wouldn't actually. I bet you it was the RCMP. The first RCMP on site would have wanted to check it. The first ones that would have came in and would have searched the immediate area, they would have asked her, "Can I look in your trailer?" And something tells me that she said no.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Officer McCann, the female officer,
Mm-hmm.
that turned up and sort of had a verbal discussion with her, I believe, and said that not to make her come back with a warrant.
Yep.
And then search and rescue would have came in. She said there was 3 searches between Friday and Sunday. So they wouldn't necessarily have all been on the Friday.
Oh, good night, Debbie. Sorry. I was telling Sherry good night, but it was Debbie.
And you know what else kind of bothers me is that her RV was totally gutted as well.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. The cupboards and all that shit.
Yeah, and did they take her wood stove out?
I don't know if they took her wood stove out. I know her washa spinna.
Mm-hmm.
Daphne, I'm supposed to be able to click on what, honey? Yeah, the thing is too, I know a lot of people think that she was doing rugs or making rugs or something in there. But the thing is, there would be particulates all over the walls and stuff like that if she was doing that. Oh, I see what she's saying. What do you need? Oh, I subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, it's just to let everybody know to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I try to set it up. I don't know what I'm doing. 2 searches were done by search and rescue. The other was RCMP, yes. But they didn't search her place Friday, right? It was Saturday Saturday and Monday, right? I know she said this before, and I hate asking the same question over and over.
Jackie B says, I sent you pics on Messenger of the property, and I can't figure out what it is.
Okay, my phone's dead. Let me see if I can get it on here. They removed all the interior carpet and wood. Ow. Sorry, guys. I'm starting to get tired. Let's see. I believe the neighbors that heard the vehicles that night. Okay, let's see. All right, let me check real quick. RCMP searched Sunday. Thank you. And the searchers searched Saturday or Friday. Okay, so Friday and Sunday. I thought Janie said they come back out and search Monday too, but maybe, I don't know. I get those days mixed up so bad. All right, here, let me play the rest of this and let me check this messenger.
This whole place was
I can
searched.
figure it out.
If they want to come back and search again, they're more than welcome.
Pull up on here.
You've talked about drones flying over your property. You've
Yes.
talked about cars driving down the road and
Yes.
slowing down. What's that been like?
I'm scared to go out sometimes in my own property. I mostly stay around back here. And if I do go out front for anything, I usually have my head down because I don't want people to see who I am. That is me myself. It's not because I'm hiding from anybody. I don't like to be on camera. I don't like my picture taken. I'm just a quiet person that just wants to be left alone, and I mind my own business. I'm just a hermit.
Do you feel as if the finger has been pointed towards you and Daniel?
Yes, I do. Because I live on the property. Come on.
Do you think your son had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly?
No, I don't believe Daniel had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. Our heart don't lie, and my heart is telling me that my kid did not have nothing to do with this, and I had nothing to do with
Nothing
this.
to do with what? As she gets
You
old.
know,
Yeah, I feel like
I do believe Jack and Lilly are alive. It's not because of what people are saying. It's my heart tells me that they are alive.
Okay, hold on.
My heart tells me these babies are gone.
No,
My heart
guy.
tells me that.
Hold on one second. She sent me photos, but my damn phone died, and for some reason it won't pull them up here on my stupid laptop. Shit. Jackie, thank you. I will look over those after the my cell phone's dead, and for some reason it will not pull up. It just sits there. It just sits there like, oh my god. I don't know why none of my electronics want to work at all ever. Yeah, she's definitely not a quiet type of person. Yeah, Janie doesn't want anyone to see. Okay, I'm gonna go through.
Durwood said that Janie would blow a hole through you.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
So I'm not sure if she's that quiet. She doesn't appear to be
Nope.
a quiet type of person. Maybe I believe that she probably doesn't. I believe when she says she doesn't want people filming her, and that she likes her peace and quiet, because the way she spoke about the children, she insinuated that they were loud and were disrupting her peace.
Yeah, I agree.
Disruptive to her lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't know why my messenger is not working. When I click on it, it won't load what I want to see. So these are salties, right? How do I get rid of this? I want to pull these up. Oops. So she took these pictures that. Do you want to explain these pictures, Salty? Some of them. Why are his shoes spray painted orange on the white part? I always notice that. I can't understand why he would do that. I tried to look up his shoes, couldn't find them with orange spray paint. Because he's a weirdo. He probably does it when he's, I don't know, maybe to blend in with the. Okay, let's look at these. So you circled this. Was this the part of the wood stove, right? Where'd she go?
Yeah, that's the. Is that the exhaust for it? I'd say.
Yeah, for the trailer. So I remember hearing that the wood stove sits out some in the trailer, like sits out in the living room or something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And then we have, what the hell is that? Oh, like a base to a basketball thing or something, maybe? Yeah, they got some stuff going on. What, they got tarps hanging down here to.
Is that a mattress as well?
It kind of looks like it, like an old one. Like, why throw that shit in your yard? I don't understand.
That's the thing that I don't get either, because here in Nova Scotia, you can put that stuff at the end of your road, like once a month.
Oh, really?
They'll come and take that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's what bothers me about people leaving crap in their lawn like that and all over their yard, because the county will pick it up for you.
That's crazy. Yeah, they don't do that here.
No, they do that here.
That's awesome.
What is under the mattress, they said? Somebody said, what's that under the mattress? Blind as an old goat. I can't see anything.
Hold on. That right there, that's what I was showing you. It looks like, oh, right here. I don't know. It looks like a freaking gumball machine to me. The dog's trying to break in the door. Yeah, I don't know. I see the black pole with that. I don't know what that is. This looks like a one of those bases for like a little basketball net thing or something. You know what I mean? See the square bottom? You usually fill it with gel, but this is a smaller one. I'm guessing. Let's see.
Oh, so it's probably a crib mattress. But right, okay.
she's got a tarp on her RV, like the ones you put on a, you know what I'm talking about? The tarp is like a, used for like
Liner?
yeah. Like a canopy thing or something. Is that supposed to be? That's weird. What is that? Balls. I remember looking at that in the beginning. See, there's balls right there. So that must have been an old basketball net thing or goalie thing or something, right?
Someone's saying for T-ball. That makes sense, actually.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So kids can hit the ball off the top of
Yeah.
it.
There you go, right there. I used to love T-ball. Okay. It seemed like they had a bunch of shit going on out there. What the hell is that? Looks like faces in these things. I think that was like a spoon. Like a
Shovel. That's a shovel.
Is
Too
it
big
a shovel?
to use. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's Janie's shovel. Who knows? This, I have no freaking clue. Those are the balls. The balls. A shovel, a kid, someone dressed cleaning, or a garbage bag. I don't know. It's, yeah. Balls. Balls for T-ball, right? Or something. That, I have no idea. There's a bunch. That's another snow shovel, it looks like. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Is that for the shitter?
That looks like a hose, probably for water.
What the hell?
If I had to guess.
A dog laying there. I see that, yeah. Guys, oh my God.
So there's no. So is that the dog lying there in the front window that doesn't have a board up?
Yeah, there you go. There's no board right there.
Right.
Why is the door soaked on the inside? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It does look like it had water on it. Or maybe it's just, who freaking knows, got wet at one time or something. Or different material. Yeah, there's no board there. I thought you always had a board there.
A power cord. Oh, it could be a power cord for the wash and spinner.
Yeah, wash the spinner. Why is the inside of the... Yeah, oh, so look at this. That's pretty nice, right? Daniel built that for? Daniel. 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 Yeah, I see faces and shit like this, like dirt and shit. This right here was from her. Oh my God, I can't get out of my chair. That's her wood stove thing, and it just made marks on the ground. Looks like a kid. Yeah, I think it's just shit that's been thrown on the ground or dead vegetation or something. It's so hard to see with the... Now here's that black truck though. That's what I wanted to...
Two trucks.
Yeah, this black one though looks to be kind of similar, but this one has steps on it, so
Yeah, and it's an extender cab. It's got like the extra room in the back.
but it looks like the same truck though, because you know what I mean, the same brand of truck, just a little bit more fancier.
I wonder which one of Durwood's truck was the one that blew up, that he had to go and switch over to a Honda.
Maybe this one.
Because I heard it was a white truck.
Oh, he said it was oh yeah, because he was sleeping in his Honda. Yeah, I thought it was a Honda truck too, but doesn't look kid friendly. Hell no.
Honda truck. I don't know about that. That would definitely be a rarity.
Yeah, I agree, Michelle. Yeah, very. That looks more silver, does it? Or maybe because it's a grainy picture.
Yeah, it could be gray.
Let me see. those tires. Ugh. I just don't understand. Like, clean your shit up. Oh, wait. I want to see that real quick. That's the thing where the blanket was in.
Yeah.
And I see how it sits up from the ground, like at least by 3 or 4 feet, because it goes almost to Daniel's waist. So how the freaking hell is like a tiny petite woman supposed to reach all the way down to the bottom, because it was the only bag in there and the blanket was at the bottom? How is a petite woman supposed to crawl in there and grab the blanket out, rip it with one freaking hand while she's holding on to the, you know what I mean? It just makes no sense. So it had to have been a male to get the blanket out, in my opinion, to plan it. I don't know. See, that thing's pretty tall. It does slant though some, but still it's tall. So a 5'5" woman and below would have a hard time trying to get to the bottom of that, in my opinion. Could be wrong, but there's a white, that truck looks white there. Is that the same one? Yeah, it has to be, right? Wait.
And is that like a new washing machine? What is that? A washing machine or a dryer?
I think it's a washer.
So
Daniel, can you let us know in the chat if it's a washer or dryer, please?
Yes, thank you, Cindy. I definitely wouldn't be a Honda truck. I didn't think so. Like, I don't know if I've ever even seen a Honda truck here in Nova Scotia.
It's 3 feet tall. Thank you, Ron. It would be hard, though, in my opinion, though. Still, even 3 feet. Like if you have to go from 3 feet and lean all the way down into something, like, you would still have to balance yourself. These stupid curtains are so long. You would still have to balance yourself, though. I'm going to try it. Like, I'm looking for something that's 3 feet in here. Hey, I had to bend over 3 foot of snow one time to grab my snow shovel. That was kind of funny.
The thing that always bothered me as well about Jamie's saying, somebody in chat saying that Janie was like the most suspicious one. And if she is such a condition, like a heart condition,
exactly,
right, that she can't do a lie detector test. I mean, she looks like she can give herself a stroke at any moment. Like, she's incredibly high strung or hysterical.
Yeah, very anxious. She was out there splitting wood, so I don't get that. I don't know. My mom has a heart condition. Like, she's got heart disease, right? And she has to take a bunch of medication for it, and she has to eat, right? So the medication brings her heart rate and stuff down, but it can still go up, right? Like, if you have a bad heart, it can still go up even with medication. But the thing is, my mom can't walk a long distance, but she's also older than Janie. Well, not that much older than Janie. She can't walk far without getting out of breath because of her heart. She can't do certain things because of her heart. Janie, it seems like she said she was out fucking chopping wood, excuse my language. Like, tell Daniel to go chop the freaking wood. Come on. Dude, you're a 30-year-old man. Why is your freaking mom chopping wood and taking the trash out? That's bullshit. Sorry, but it is. Get your ass in work. Testers won't allow it if you have a heart condition of any sort. Oh, they won't. Okay, Ron says they won't allow it at all. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, like, even with the medication, my mom's heart goes up and down too. So, and that's what it goes off of, is my dad had high blood pressure and heart issues from doing math. Oh, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. You could stick a pinky in it, like a fingernail, and rip it, but depends on what kind of, those contractor bags are.
I dispute the whole claim that that blanket piece was taken from that bag. I really think that the blanket. No, I think you froze, Daphne. I believe Cheryl in the instance that the blanket was on the railing and that there was half a blanket in the garbage. That's what I think. And I find it very unusual that somebody would have ripped open the bottom of the bag to pull a piece of the blanket out. Belinda Seawood, I heard Janie refused, saying it would be a waste of time. She also refused anything to eat or drink so as not to give DNA. Yes, I did hear that, Belinda. And what a strange thing to say, right? Like, why would you be worried about giving your DNA? I think Daphne's lost her signal. She'll be back. Yeah, I think that is one of the strange things that has come out of Janie's mouth. I can't put my finger on why she would say something like that and why she would be apprehensive about them having her DNA. I mean, if my grandchildren were missing, I would be saying, what do you need? Please search my trailer, pull it apart, let me help you. So, I don't know. And you couple that with the fact that she wasn't able to do a polygraph. I don't know. Seems suspicious to me, but I'm always suspicious. I'm one of those worst case scenario people. I try not to be, but I was thinking Dee had to grab something in a hurry in order to plant something, and he knew he couldn't go into the house. And the thing is, he would have had to be ever so discreet for that blanket, because by 1:30 we had Malaya's family there. So we would have had Cindy and Wade and the family. Hi, you're back.
I'm so over StreamYard. Like, I just can't. So sorry.
We were discussing the blanket and what opportunity would have been able to be had for someone to take the blanket off the railing to plant it, because
there's so many people
there
around.
were so many people around.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it just seems strange to me that, so Cheryl said she was told it was on the railing. So somebody told her it was on the railing, not that she saw it there per se. So I am like doing some deductive reasoning and thinking that Malaya would have told her it was on the railing.
Yeah. Well, I know it said the family brought us here to a location where there's a piece of a blanket, and then they said some other torn clothing and rags. That was at 3:45 p.m. in the afternoon. And I don't know if someone took it out of the tree and put it on the railing. I don't know why it's so hard to explain that situation. It's so weird. You know what I mean? Like, what is the deal with that?
Yes, and
It should be simple.
it was always insinuated by Daniel and Durwood that the blanket was placed there by Malaya's family.
Yeah, but when would they have had time? They got there at like 1:30.
And
how would they even know it was in the trash bag?
Well, that's the thing. Like, how would they know to rip? And they were always saying about it being a clear bag, and that was never proven that it was a clear bag. In fact, you're allowed to put out a black bag you're allowed to put out a black bag because you can put, sanitary things in there. And they said that they use the industrial garbage bags, and they frequent the dollar store, and the dollar store sells industrial size or giant extra large garbage bags for $4. I buy them and I use them, and that's what I use here every week. I know I'm like, and we shove that bag full.
Hell yeah.
And they're industrial, so you don't have to worry about them being too heavy, like that they're not going to rip. But yes, no, they will not take a bag that is like that they can't lift.
Yeah.
But blankets aren't heavy.
Yeah, especially a torn one. Oh, your shirt's sparkly. That's pretty. I didn't notice that.
Thanks.
It's pretty.
Um,
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a bear around. I don't disagree with them that there's a bear there, but the bear, why would the bear just go and open that door? That's just weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I have bear everywhere, all over. And they don't come try and open my door, but they do. They have opened people's doors, but don't they have a lock on the door? That's just weird, in my opinion. Like,
how is a wrench going to keep a bear from coming in that front door either? And the bear would fall through that staircase before it even made it to the door, before they replaced it.
Absolutely.
The wrench thing just did not make any sense to me. And again, it was Malaya said, "Oh, Daniel told me that he put a wrench on the door and it didn't fall when he opened it, so they couldn't have gone out the front door."
Yeah.
Again,
I don't know what our bags are.
No, we don't put sanitary things in the green bin. Who said that?
What?
Who said that? Somebody said something. Don't you put sanitary stuff in the green bin? The compost bin?
Compost is for food.
I hope you're not putting sanitary stuff in the green bin.
Fucking nasty.
No, I don't put my sanitary stuff in the green bin.
That's fucking weird. It's been 6 months. I hope if anyone is involved or knows anything, they will have courage to. I agree, Salty. We were just talking about that because see something, say something, and a lot of people don't want to feel like rats and they're scared and stuff. And I really do hope if somebody else out there knows something to come forward and say something. Have faith, right? Have faith. You're not going to be a rat. Have faith and do the right thing for 2 children. I don't freaking care what anybody would say about me. If I knew where children were, you know what I mean, or what happened, I would be singing like a canary. The wrench was.
And if it is down to just the 3 people on the property that were there when the children went missing, Malaya stands the best case to have the least amount of time in prison. The fact that she is First Nations status gives her quite a bit of, I'm not going to say leeway, but I think I brought up the case before of Tori Stafford. There was 2 people involved in her murder. There was Michael Rafferty, who disgusting individual, and a 19-year-old girl named Terry Lynn McClintock, who was First Nations, and he went to the penitentiary and she went to a healing lodge out west, and she was the first one to speak, and for all I know, she could be out already. And then you look at Carla Homolka and Paul Bernardo. She spoke first. They made a deal with her before they really knew what had happened. And one of the murders in raped was her own sister. And she was out, I want to say like 8 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's married, has children, and volunteers at her kids' school. So, Malaya, if you know something that you're not saying, not making accusations, I'm just saying, you stand the best case out of all of them to speak up first.
Do not call people names in chats.
What did I miss?
I don't know, but I gotta get off here. That's me.
Okay.
I'm like, oh. Yeah, the green bin, like we use it for recycles and stuff here. I don't have one. I wasn't lucky enough to get one. But I don't even have trash pickup. Like people come and pick up trash. We don't. We just take it to the dump. It's cheaper. Ron, I'm not a bird. Compost to residents in the spring early. Oh, that's nice.
I hope there's not any sanitary products, but I know that's what I was saying, because I go to the our bin goes to the dump, and you can go and buy compost by the tote, and I certainly wouldn't want to find a sanitary product in there.
I like your name now. Tea time on crime with shenanigans. I love that. It's cute. You know, have your tea and cigarettes.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh gosh, no, then they'll be compared to Janie.
Oh yeah, true. Just joking.
Tea time, I liked it because it was like, give me the tea.
I like that. Cute.
And I'm nosy, so.
I just realized you said that. I don't use sanitary stuff anymore because of menopause. I just thought that since everybody this is gross in there.
I've heard
Shannon.
I've heard people finding like needles and stuff in there though, but.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely not use somebody else's compost. Now thinking about it, yeah. All right, guys, I gotta head out of here. My stomach's not feeling very well.
All right, well, at least your dog's not stinking up the place.
Yeah, now it's me. I'm like hungry, but my stomach, I think I feel like I have heartburn really bad or something. So I haven't really eaten much today. So it's kind of like indigestion, if that makes sense.
Yes. Well, get some food into you and get some rest.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out again.
It's my pleasure. I just hope that we get some answers soon. Somebody needs to speak up. If you have any ideas on where to look for the children, either reach out to RCMP, the Northeast Division in Bible Hill, or 1-800-222-TIPS. And
thank you.
There is also, you can submit tips online, and you don't even have to give your name. And if you want, you can email Daphne or myself.
Absolutely.
And we will pass on the information for you as well. We do have a map ongoing of areas that we think should be searched. So we're happy to plug it in there if you'd like to do that too.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Mods, thank you so much for being amazing. As always, I appreciate all of you for being here. Members, thank you so much. You guys are great as well. Yeah, I enjoy talking to you guys. Shannon, thank you. Yeah, you're awesome. Hold on one second. Oh, I can't. My stupid phone's dead. Damn it, it won't let me do it on here. Yeah, I enjoy talking to all you guys. You guys are amazing. Like, I could do this all day. Seriously. I've said that before, but honestly.
Well, we do it all day just behind the scenes, and nobody gives us feedback.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Yeah, good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Good night.
Oh, thank you, Shan. Thank you. Have a great night, girl. She'll be ready. I'll put her channel out. Good night. Guys, thank you so much. Salty, thank you. I appreciate you, Nancy. Laverne, thank you. Christina, thank you. Shy, Debbie, Cindy, thank you. Seawood, Anastasia, Shannon, thank you. Thank you. Carrie, Poetic Justice, thank you. Veronica, thank you. Seawood, Ron, thank you. Kim, Lily, Artie Man, thank you. Violet, Debbie, I'm going up. Going up. Robin, thank you so much. Yeah, Deborah, thank you. Nancy, Wendy, all of you guys, thank you. Carla, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are amazing, and I really do. Women's Warrior, thank you. Belinda Gray, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. And yes, justice for Jack and Lilly. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, guys. I have to go get something in my stomach before it blows up. But we will see you tomorrow, okay? Thanks again. Have a great night. Take care.